now the moment of truth. Here it is. What do we? Oh, look at that. We got the Stylebender shirt. That actually looks a lot like the Casey O'Neill shirt that she was wearing on Monday.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to it. Kind of like that old school retro vibes.
Yeah, with the pictures. Now, where do we get that?
This is also a Redbubble purchase.
What is this Redbubble you keep?
Poster.
What is this Redbubble?
It's like print on demand. Like it's like artists can go to it and post their art, and they'll put it on T-shirts, posters, whatever.
But is it like bootleg?
I actually don't know. I don't know if it's
the money going to Izzy here, or is it going to some jabron?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, his he did some collab with Culture Kings, and it's completely sold out. Yeah, I couldn't get one. So,
two things on that. Number one, what about my classy water bottle? I don't know.
Yeah, Frank, that was a Bud Light Platinum.
No, it's not. I don't know. The place where I went, it just this is what
it's a French place. It's top notch.
Yeah. Le Pain Quotidien. The other thing is, I actually ordered a Bills hat off of Culture Kings, and I think I actually saw it off of Kaikar Friends. Apparently Culture Kings is very popular in Australia.
Yeah.
So I ordered this Bills hat. Is Culture Kings a thing outside of Australia or just Australia?
No, I think it's a thing outside of Australia.
Yeah, it took like 4 months for the hat to come.
Yeah,
I forgot about it. I didn't realize, maybe not 4 months, I'm exaggerating, but I did not realize that I was ordering it from Australia. And I'm like, here I am buying a Bills hat from Australia. And I should have looked at the shipping. It was a little more than, I think the shipping was as much as the actual hat. Anyway, great stuff over there.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I think Kaikara France has a shirt too. I was looking into, my guy. I need to get some.
He's always wearing cool like sports team hats, and I think I saw it on his site. I don't know, something like that, and ordered it off Instagram. Anyway, I like it. Got a lot going on there.
I thought I'd show my biases before the fight.
I mean, so we're going full Izzy here, full Stylebender.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Yeah. The Whitaker has some cool shirts too. The Reaper logos.
Reaper's good.
Whitaker's the man. I think he's the man.
He's very likable. You do have the one championship poster over your shoulder there, but
no, this
is it not.
No, this is LFA 124. We got Formiga.
Yeah, LFA.
Formiga.
Wow,
back in the ring, and then I mean Knucklemania too. That's obvious. That's a must watch.
Wait, is that this weekend?
Yeah, Mike Perry back in action
this weekend.
Yeah, February 19th.
Wait, the Chad Mendez card is this week?
Our LFA lines are up though.
They are okay. All right, this is the moment of truth. So I guess you're going with Izzy. It seems like.
Yeah, I'll be going with Izzy.
Okay, what are we feeling?
All right, let's start with my single.
Okay.
New York Rick is not going to be happy with this. I'm going to go with Carlos Ulberg. He told me not to do it on Monday. I told him today I was going to do it, and he told me again not to do it, but I am going to do it. If you're betting Fabio Sharon, I just really don't know where the confidence is coming from. He's 0-2 in the UFC, lost on the Contender Series, all of them by first round or early second round finishes. His chin's going to be susceptible. He's going against a guy who's going to throw a ton of volume in Ulberg. Ulberg, he threw 146 strikes in 8 minutes against Kennedy Nzechukwu. I know he ended up getting knocked out, but he ate like a ton of shots as well. He had a size disadvantage in that one as well. People saying that Charant might KO him as well. I just don't really know where they're getting that from. One, I think Ulberg has a better chin than people are giving him credit for, and they just see that he got KO'd. And two, Fabio Charant has never KO'd or TKO'd anyone in his entire career, pro or amateur. So I just don't know the evidence to support that. And then a lot of people saying he's got a huge ground advantage, might be able to get a sub. He has almost zero offensive grappling. I got pretty deep with this one. He's attempted 0 takedowns in his UFC career. I watched
this analysis.
Dude, I watched his entire 5-round LFA championship fight against Myron Dennis. He got 2 takedowns. Dennis was back up within a minute. It was almost exclusively a striking affair, 25 minutes, and I think that's probably what's going to happen here. And then as far as the sub threat, the combined pro record of everyone that Fabio Charant has subbed, 5 opponents that he's faced, is 8-22. All but one of them finished their MMA career winless or with one win. I mean, these are just super low-level guys. They're essentially cans. Ulberg is also going to have a 3-inch height, 3-inch reach advantage, something he should be able to capitalize on. He was much shorter than Kennedy Nzechukwu. I think 2 inches, 6-inch reach disadvantage in that one. I mean, the size differential between his last opponent and Charant is just massive. I also think Ulberg, he's had to have learned from this last loss. I've seen it in interviews. Not everyone's going to go down with one punch like you might think. Don't empty the gas. Think immediately. Move your head. Keep your hands up. Obviously, anything can happen in fights. It's MMA. But I expect some improvements from Ulberg. I think he's going to have the striking advantage, and I think he's going to be able to get this one done.
Okay, wow. I mean, holy smokes.
I dove deep on that one.
You went deep on Ulberg. Jeez, you were trying to really stick it to New York Rick.
No, I go deep on all of them, but this is one that I did like. I did like this one.
Okay.
We'll get going with the next one. We'll go to a parlay. We're already moving into the parlays. I'm doing some 2-leg parlays with some favorites that I like. First one, Ronnie Lawrence. Wrestling's the name of the game here. I know you like your wrestlers.
Sure.
He has 20 takedowns in his first UFC fight and then on the Contender Series. 20 takedowns. He's landing them at 76%. The game plan is clear. He's active from the ground, throwing strikes, working up the points. We saw him get taken down and subbed on the Contender Series. And then he ekes out a split decision over a 42, I believe, Guido Canetti. I just think Lawrence is going to come in with the same game plan, execute it, grind out a unanimous decision, or maybe get the finish from top. Second leg of that, Kyler Phillips. This fight's going to be sick, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to go with Kyler Phillips. Rojo, he's kind of a kill or be killed type guy. Every fight in the last 10 years for Rojo has ended in a finish, win or lose. So I think this one is going to be a firefight. It could potentially be fight of the night. But I just like the balance of Phillips. He puts out a lot of volume. He has relatively good striking defense. He always mixes in the takedowns as well. He's solid on the ground. He's also never been finished, which I think is going to be beneficial against a guy like Rojo that is kill or be killed. So like I said, this one could be fight of the night. I mean, I think it's going to be fireworks from the get-go, but I do like Phillips to get it done. That one pays out at -131.
All right.
Second parlay, where we finally mix in Izzy. First leg, I took this one a while ago, so I did get favorable odds on this one. Casey O'Neill. Hate that this has to be Roxy's last fight going up against O'Neill, but I do just think she's outmatched here. O'Neill consistently going for takedowns throughout the fight. Roxanne in her last 4 fights, she's 1-3 in those. She's been taken down a combined 14 times. You have to think Casey's going to get this to the mat at some point, if not every round. And when she does get it down, she's active, going for ground and pound, making sub attempts. And on the feet, neither are really clean and polished, but I do think that Casey O'Neill has the advantage there as well. So I think wherever the fight goes, unless Roxanne goes for the Kamehameha, the spinning everything, like she said, I do think Casey O'Neill gets this one done. Then to finish this one out, I'm going to go with Izzy, the
Interesting
rematch.
that you went with Izzy and Casey together when Casey was like, "Oh, I gotta," it's a weird one. I was that. Were you trying to like?
Well, I had already made this bet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this bet had been placed weeks ago. I'm a little biased here. You saw the T-shirt.
Sure.
Whitaker is obviously going to bring more to the table in this one. He's likely going to be much more careful. He's going to be much more patient. The game plan will likely be to mix in the takedowns, but I still got Izzy. Just the length, the striking defense, I really believe in his takedown defense as well. I think it's good enough to win this fight if that's what Whitaker tries to do. I mean, Marvin obviously, tried to mix in the wrestling, and he got 50-45 across the board in that one. So I do agree with most people. I know you mentioned you think the fight's going to go the distance. I think it's going to go longer. I think it's going to be much closer. But I do think Israel Adesanya stays the champion in this one.
And distance, you said?
So, yeah, that takes us to the final play. It's another parlay. It's the prop parlay. We've been finding a lot of success with these lately. First one, Green Nasrat, over 1.5. I refuse to be fooled by Green KOing Raging Al so early in the last one. 13 of his 14 fights before that had gone to decision. Nasrat, 6 of his 8 UFC fights have gone to decision. I think this one's going to be a fun fight, and I think it probably does go to a decision, but we'll be safe taking the over 1.5. Luis Tuivasa to not go the distance. I see some people out there taking the stab on the decision prop. They think it's going to be kind of that Francis, everyone freezing up, got to respect the opponent. They, no one's really throwing punches like that. I get where you're coming from, but I think both of these guys do what their opponent likes to do, get in the pocket, stand, trade huge exchanges, and I think at some point, over the 15 minutes, someone is going to get knocked out in this one. I think Lewis, is going to be trying to redeem himself in front of the Houston crowd. I know you mentioned it on Monday, undefeated in February, 6-1 when he fights in Houston. So there's that, but I really do.
One is a big one.
Yeah, Cyril Gahn, obviously. But I think it's redemption time. He said it on, the Countdown documentary. He's trying to redeem himself in front of the Houston crowd. I think he learned from the Francis Ngannou fight. I don't think it's going to be like that. I hope it's not. I hope it delivers. I hope we get fireworks. I hope it's sick. And I just think someone's going to get KO'd here.
It just feels like, and I don't really know, and I'm not really predicting one way or the other, but historically, when we say there is no chance this fight goes the distance.
See, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there's no chance.
I mean, they say
I could see it.
I can almost get. What's the prop bet on the announcers saying there is? DC's going to say it on Saturday as one of them is walking to the cage. There's just no chance, Joe. Joe, there's just no chance that this goes the distance.
Well, I don't know if I can ever forgive Brendan Fitzgerald for the who was it, Santos Johnny Walker fight.
Oh yeah,
dude. Just every time they talked about the main event, he just harped on how there's no chance.
No chance.
It goes to a decision. That was 5 rounds, too. That was to finish off a couple parlays. And, yeah, of course, it went to a decision. So I'm hoping that that's not the case. And then I finish out that parlay with Adesanya Whitaker over 1.5. It hit in the last fight. I think it's going to hit here. I think I'm going to end up adding a single that it goes to a decision. There's a couple singles that I've been gun shy on pulling the trigger on, but I think that's one of them. I think I'm going to add the decision prop there.
So wait, so you go so you just say over 1.5, but then you're going even deeper and say let's go decision. I mean, you have the coach pulling for the decision, right?
Yeah, I think that's like a single that I'm going to take. I see minus 110 on some odds out there. Yeah, couple that.
Has the line moved at all since we spoke on Monday about this?
For Izzy Whitaker, I want to say at DraftKings right now he's minus 280.
Yeah, I see that. Minus 280 plus 225.
Yeah, on Monday he was still minus 280. So yeah, not a ton of movement there.
Interesting. Man.
Great card, man.
Great card.
Brunson as a dog. I know a lot of people taking the trigger there.
Yeah, Brunson plus 145. Surprising. Cannonier minus 165. Lewis minus 180. Ty plus 155.
I know a lot of people on Jared Vandera as a dog against Arlovsky.
Plus 125, Jared. Not you.
Big stuff.
Not you, right?
No, not me. Not me.
Yeah.
I'm scared to pull the trigger on. William Knight, I think he might be the darling dog. I know a lot of people on William Knight. Hartford's very own. Shout out to CT, the 860.
Alex Hernandez, a dog against Renato Moicano, plus 140.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that knockout power. Moicano's got that sketchy chin. I wouldn't blame people for taking it.
Blood Diamond, a dog against Jeremiah Wells.
Yeah, Blood Diamond. I feel like if you're betting that, you're betting it off the name because like there's almost no tape on Blood Diamond.
I feel like the CKB guys, they do well when they fight together as a unit historically. Yeah. So,
I'm hoping that's the case.
He would be the first.
I can root for Blood Diamond if that means Ulberg and Adesanya win as well.
Interesting. And Casey O'Neill, a big favorite, minus 380 against Roxanne. Shout out to Shaheen Al-Shadi of MMA Fighting for that great feature on the Happy Warrior. One Roxanne Modafferi, who's retiring after an unbelievable career, a true trailblazer, a true pioneer in every sense of the word. She's calling it quits. I don't know if you saw this, but it was like all these great names of yesteryear. A lot of them Invicta alum, by the way.
So obviously, I know it. I saw it.
The likes of Shayna Baszler and Tara La Rosa, who we haven't heard from in quite some time, Juliana Pena, and so many others talking about Roxy. Pretty amazing. And she was, it seemed like, very touched by it as well. So there's no one better in MMA, in my opinion, in terms of writing, than Shaheen doing those pieces. So I hope he does more of them.
Yes. I saw the piece.
You saw? Okay.
I still have to read it.
Wow. Okay, so you just saw it.
I saw beautiful reviews for it, but I was busy with things yesterday.
Deep dive.
I still got 3 days to read it before Roxanne.
No, for sure. Yeah. There's no rush. By the way, shout out to Jedi as always. So he I guess he found who the 3 successful title defenses in a year are. Okay, so one says he says 3 successful title defenses in a year: Frank Shamrock, Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes, Kamaru Usman, DJ. All had 3 in a year. He says, I think Joanna and DJ hold the record. I don't know. I'm a little confused. Oh, this is EK. Okay, my bad. EK and Jedi have a very similar avatar. So, okay, the 3 successful in a year: Frank Shamrock, Tito Ortiz, Liddell, Hughes, Usman, DJ. So I guess no one's had 4. And I guess if the thing that he's trying to do, he's trying to get the 3, at least 3. Well, I think Eugene said 3. He said 4 to 5. That's going to be very hard, especially with these quarantine laws in New Zealand. But the key to trying to break that record is to fight early in the year, and he just fought early in the year. So interesting stuff. All right. So there you have it. 271. That's it. Nothing else?
Nothing else. I may get around on one or two more plays.
Okay. And
Just
we're
haven't
going to
pulled
do
the
the DraftKings league.
Yes, we're doing the league. I think we're already up to like 70, so we're almost halfway home. It's only Wednesday. We're looking good on that for the 150.
Wow.
I
You've already tweeted it?
I haven't even tweeted it yet.
Wow.
That's all off Alex Weber, man. I mean, he's the unspoken commissioner, the unofficial commissioner. He's really putting in the legwork here. I made the executive league as well. That's what we're calling it. The big money, the 25 entrants, the executive league. You know, that's like the
How many people in that?
25 people. $20 entry.
How many people are in it right now?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I made it right before the show started.
Okay.
Let's find out. And
I mean, you didn't.
I'm waiting for it to just say one.
You didn't promote it.
18 people.
What?
It's almost full.
How do they even know if you didn't promote it?
It sends. Oh, I will say that it sends an email out to everyone.
Gotcha. Wow.
Oh, the executive league. I mean, that's the exclusive stuff.
And the cap is 25.
Yeah, maybe you should have made it bigger.
Told you.
Listen, we're learning. We're going week by week. You know.
No, I figured there'd be at least 20. I think initially you wanted like 10. No.
Yeah. So if we can get the 150 and the executive league. The executive league, that's like the insiders club. So
I like that.
Come home with $450.
That's like, I mean, when
winner take all too.
Is it 450? Wow, that's not bad. Yeah, I guess if you do the math, I remember going to like when you're in a casino in Vegas, and there's like that one corner of the casino where it's like
that's the executive league,
$1,000 hand or something like that.
Yeah, that's the MMA Hour executive league.
Respect. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. And what are we doing as far as fight night watching is concerned?
Fight night watching. Yeah. I'll be with the aforementioned TST from
TST
Chris
gets
Weidman.
name dropped way too many times.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
For a guy who has nothing to do with the show, it's a little.
I thought about texting him. And then I was like, I don't want to give him the satisfaction.
Yeah, it's enough.
I don't even want to give him the satisfaction.
Come on.
I'll be with them in the great state of Arizona.
What?
Yeah.
You're going to Arizona?
Yeah, for the Waste Management. Saturday at the Waste Management, 16th Green, Stadium Green.
What the hell are you talking about? What's Waste Management?
We're up to 19 now. It's a PGA Tour event. It's
called Waste Management?
The Waste Management Open, the Phoenix Open. It's
And why are you going for this?
It's like a bucket list thing. On the 16th green, they have like a stadium around it, and it's like a huge party, and you have to get there super early to be able to get a seat. And like when golfers come through, like you can like heckle and be crazy and like
how have I never heard of this?
I don't know, man. If you look it up, like
is this a PGA Tour event?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like big names will be there. Like Jordan Spieth's gonna be there.
Wow. Wait, Frank, you know about this?
Yeah, I used to live in Arizona.
Oh, okay. I mean, let's not pretend like this is a household thing.
It's
really.
If you're a sports fan, I feel like it's kind of a household thing.
Wait, and why is it called Waste Management? That's the sponsor?
That's the sponsor, yeah.
Waste Management is the sponsor.
That's the name of the sanitary place in Phoenix.
I got it. Wow. And
I mean, you got to get on the 16th green. That's the key.
So you're just gonna you really just go park yourself on the 16th.
Like you get there, like I will be there like an hour and a half before the gates open at 7, and then like you're gonna sit there for like 3 hours before any golfers come through.
What are you gonna do?
It's like a huge party. Everyone's just like going crazy. They're all hyped up. It's just like it's a big scene. Yeah,
it's like tailgate. Yeah,
it's almost like you're tailgating, and then when golfers finally come through, everyone's going crazy.
Can you eat there?
Yeah, eat, drink, everything.
Like, are there concessions?
Yeah.
I've never.
Hey, you should look this up, man. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I've actually never been to a golf event.
See, growing up in Georgia, I enjoy golf. I've been to Sunday at 3 of the 4 majors. Like, I've done the Masters. I've done all that.
You've done the Masters?
Yeah, Sunday at the Masters. Yep.
Fun?
It was amazing. Yeah.
Which one?
List. 2013, Adam Scott. Shout out to the Australian.
Wow.
Won in a playoff. I was right there. Sick, yeah.
I feel like it's tough to watch it live because are there monitors?
They'll give you like earpieces. So like you gotta camp somewhere. That's the key. And you gotta camp at the most exciting spot on the course, whether it's 18. For this one, it's 16. That's what you gotta do.
And why is 16?
Because that's the stadium hall. This is also Saturday's the biggest day for this, not Sunday. Doesn't really matter who wins.
This is so strange.
Yeah, I don't really care who wins. It's just all about Saturday and the environment.
Tiger Woods there?
Tiger's hurt.
Yeah.
I'm reading Tiger's book right now. So.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's going a little dark.
Autobiography?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm sure it does get dark. Wow. Okay. So you and TST are going to that?
Yeah, TST will be there. A couple other friends.
Who knew? I mean, Frank, did you get an invite?
No. Like
Okay,
Before.
I was trying to like skirt that. I was like, wow, you're going on this trip. Like none of us got the invite. It's weird.
I've seen what happens when I invite people on the show to do things.
All Shotty's in Arizona.
That's right. You should go with him to the Waste Management Cup. What is it?
just the Phoenix Open, the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Just general admission. How Shotty can buy a
Tap,
ticket.
tap, tap it in. Do you say that? Tap, tap, tap it in. What movie, guys? What movie? Come on.
Happy Gilmore.
Come on. I did see that it's a Happy Madison production, the Sean Payton movie. Did you know about that?
God, it looks terrible.
It's actually not bad. Wait,
You watched it.
Yes.
You sat and watched the entire thing.
With my kids.
And then you told me about other things that you couldn't be bothered for.
This is a kid's movie.
Oh, okay.
Did you know about it?
Yeah.
Wait, did you know that he did that?
That
when he was suspended, that he went and coached a kid's team? I didn't know that.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a weird thing that it's like a feel-good movie about Bountygate.
Yeah, I know, but it was,
Also, Kevin James as Sean Payton.
He actually looks like him. Sean Payton is not like, he's not Mr. Slim these days.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They reference the juicy fruit in the movie.
They do. Why? Is that a thing?
Yeah, he's like just loves juicy fruit.
Oh yeah, they reference that. He's actually in the he makes a cameo, not as himself. Do you want me to
Does
tell
he
you?
talk to Kevin James?
Yes.
In the movie?
He's a janitor.
Ridiculous.
He's a janitor.
That's ridiculous.
And you wouldn't know unless you know who Sean Payton is.
I would hope you would know who Sean Payton is if you're watching this movie. Though.
Not necessarily. You think my kids know who Sean Payton is?
I don't know.
I was just
It's
like,
a true
oh,
story. Like,
well, it was an Adam Sandler movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I like to support Sandler. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't expect so much scrutiny over this. I just thought it was a nice Saturday afternoon.
Can't sit down and watch, critically
What?
acclaimed Titanic, but
No.
Kevin
By the way,
James is Sean Payton.
For the record, I don't know how this all got misconstrued. I've seen the Titanic. You guys know
The
this, right?
Titanic.
Yes, I've
Oh.
seen
Wow.
I didn't know.
I didn't know you were that old.
I didn't know.
This answer's a lot.
I've seen it. I went to the theater during the infamous ice storm of 1997 in Montreal, in Quebec, and the power went out in the middle of the movie in the theater. And so we had to leave, but eventually I got around to seeing it. Now, a good friend of mine, Brandon, wrote to me last week. He's like, forget the Titanic. You got to watch Big Lebowski. I can't believe you've never seen Big Lebowski.
That is
So,
also a sin.
yeah. So I've
Yeah,
got to
the
get on
dude.
the Big Lebowski.
So nobody
bowling
watches
afterward.
Titanic and doesn't leave with an encyclopedic memory of every detail.
No.
So you claim you've seen it, but you don't know.
Well, first
Do
of all,
you know it sinks at the end of the movie?
no, because I told you, I didn't get to the
then-
end.
Yeah, I don't think that's the movie. I think that's real life. Just like Sean Payton, Bountygate, real life.
It was a good movie, but you have to understand, you're in the middle of an ice storm. It's traumatic. The power goes out.
Are you saying James Cameron's special effects made you
No.
feel like there was an actual ice storm going on?
No, look it up. 1997 ice storm. It was insane. School was shut down for a month. This is before, school shutting down was a normality in our lives. It was a really big deal. And quite frankly, I don't appreciate the jokes about it.
1997 ice storm. First suggestion is Ottawa.
Nah.
Second suggestion is Montreal, though. So second most famous ice storm of 1997.
Nah, I mean, Ottawa's an hour away from Montreal. So if there's going to be an ice storm in Montreal, it's going to be, it's like saying New Jersey and New York,
Tell that to an Ottawa
Yeah.
person.
Ottawa. All right, there you have it. UFC 271. Thank you very much to GC. Good luck to you, and we shall
Thank you, I need it.
see how you do come Saturday night, and if you're not following, come Monday.